actually start in resting belly, which is exactly what it sounds like. Go ahead and lay down on your belly. Whenever I say we're starting this pose, people always look at me like, okay. You're going to make a pillow with your hands. You can rest your forehead or your cheek. Let your legs, your hips just soften. If you need to give them a little wiggle, go right ahead. Let your eyes close. Just start to find the breath. Take a deep, full inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Again, in through the nose and sigh it out. Taking one more breath as you are. Begin to lift the head. We're shifting to Sphinx pose. So coming up onto the forearm, shoulders beneath the elbows, elbows beneath the shoulders or slightly in front, palms flat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Think of shining your heart forward between your arms. Take a full breath in. As you let it go, soften the chin down. Lower body is completely relaxed. Through everything today, always think space between the ears and shoulders. Growing tall from the crown of the head. Taking one more breath. Slowly lower the chest down with the elbows open. We're going to come into an alternating broken wing. So we're going to go from right to left. We're going to move nice and slow. Open your arms out to a T, palms down. You can have as much of a bend in the elbows as you need personally. You're going to bend the left knee. And slowly begin to roll into the right shoulder. I should be doing this the same way. Come back into center. Release the leg. Bend the other side. And slowly roll. Back to center. Continue, bend knee and roll. You can make slight adjustments in the height of the shoulder, the height of the arm. Coming back to center. And last time, other side. Back to the belly. Bring hands beneath shoulders. On your exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Give yourself a moment there. forward to hands and knees, team. Take a breath and drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. One more time, come into cat. And up to cat. And back to neutral. Tuck the toes, take your breath in. Down dog, begin to press the hips up and back. Taking your movement here if you need it. A little pedal, perhaps shaking the head. Then come to still. We'll do 3 dancing dogs. So on the inhale, really roll through your spine. Think of a wave as you come forward to plank. Come on. And pull the core in, press the hips back, down dog. Inhale, wave forward through the spine, plank. Press back, down dog. Last time, wave it forward. And press it back. Full inhale. Begin to walk the feet forward to the hands, ragdoll. Fingers on the earth or grabbing opposite forearms. Hinge from the hip. As always, if you like that little sway, remember keep it nice and soft. Release the hands. Nice and slow, we're going to roll up the spine. Reach tall as you arrive. And handstand. Nice. We'll just our stepping A's with a little arm work. Inhale up. As you exhale, cactus the elbows, squeeze the back and maybe look up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot back, low lunge. Release the back knee, the back foot. And on the inhale, rise up. And today, sink forward. So really think of pressing into that front heel. You can let the knee come forward, but not too far forward in front of the toe. Stretching into that back hip flexor. Inhale back to center. Half split. Fingers to the mat, straighten the front leg, lift the front toe. Remember the back toes can be untucked or tucked, whichever you prefer. Just really think of lengthening out of the crown of the head. Next breath, shift the weight forward, plant the left hand, and open into that twist. Lengthening through the fingers, always breathing. Stay here or tuck the toe and lift the knee, finding your lunge. One more breath. Top arm circles down, frame the foot, take a breath in. On the exhale, step forward and fold. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart. One more. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, maybe find that arch. Inhale, tall. Fold forward. Flat back. Bend the knees, plant the hands, right foot steps back. Release the knee and foot. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, sink it in. Long through the fingers, relaxed through the shoulders. Make sure that heel's pressing down in the front. Inhale to center. Half split, fingers to the mat, straighten the front leg, lift the front toe. As always, the more you pull that toe towards the knee, the more the hamstring joins apart. You might even feel your calf a little bit. Shift the weight forward, plant the right hand. Left arm opens into that twist. Stay or tuck the toe, lift the knee, find the lunge. Last breath here. Top arm circles down to the inside of the foot. Step back to plank. First time in your plank, find that line. Use the mirror if you need to. If your butt's sticking in the air or dropping to the earth, simply put your knees down. Make the core and the upper body do the work. Take one more breath here. Everybody put your knees down. Start to lower through those triceps, bringing the chest down to the floor. Stretch the legs out, release the feet. Inhale, find a cobra. Release down. Inhale, hips to heels, child's pose, tuck the toes. And exhale, press it up, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, get ready. Bottom of the exhale, begin to walk forward. If you're ready for it, you can do your jump. Everybody's like, I'm walking today. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands to front. Inhale, arms up. Interlace all but the first finger, steeple mudra. Mudra simply means hand position. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, side bend up. Inhale, back to center. Release the hands behind the back and interlace. Inhale, open that chest. Keep that. Take another breath in. As you exhale, sit down into your chair. Keep that chest open, lifted. Weight in those heels. If you have shoulder issues, if you have a towel or a strap, this is a really good place for it. You can hold on to that instead if that's better. Take one more breath in. Keeping what you have, fold forward. If the shoulders like it, you can lift them up off the low back and bring them towards your head. If that thought makes you giggle, leave them where they are. One more breath. Release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Same as we just did in the sun salutation. Lower the knees. Use the triceps. Squeeze the side of your body as you slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Bend the right knee, bring the heel towards the left. And release down. Inhale, cobra, bend the left. And release down. Inhale, cobra, both bend in, find that lift. Release down. Inhale, hips to heels, tuck the toes, child. And down dog as you exhale, hips lift to the sky. Inhale, bring your right leg up behind you. Remember, only as high as you have control. Bend the knee, let the hip open. Start to feel that stretch into the quad, into the hip flexor. You might feel the whole side of your body. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, step it all the way forward to runner's lunge. Remember, you can always put the back knee down, adjust the foot, come back up. From here, rise all the way up. Crescent pose. Inhale. As you exhale, find that cactus again. Bend the elbows, think a goal post, really squeeze the back, open the chest. Inhale, rise tall. And then open to warrior two. Drop the back heel, make those adjustments in the feet. Front toe still to the front of the room, that front knee bending towards 90. Firm pressure, both feet. Long arms. And think of that $100 bill between your shoulder blades. Works every time. Hold those legs strong. Flip that front palm. Reverse your warrior. Gentle support on the back leg. If you want that half bind, feel free to take it. Next breath, come back to warrior two. Side angle base, reaching forward, front arm to thigh, back arm to sky. Press out of the bottom shoulder, roll that bottom rib forward. Extended side angle, top arm to the front of the room, bicep by the ear, length from the fingers to the heel. Take one more breath. Top arm circles down to the mat. Frame the foot roll on the ball, the back foot back to that runner's lunge. Step back to the plank. Knees lower. Use those arms lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra, right knee bends. Release. Cobra, left knee bends. Release. Cobra, both knees bend. And release. Inhale, hips to heels, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog, hips to sky. Full breath in. Let it go. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, let the hip open. Strong in the arms, strong in the upper body. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, step it all the way through, runner's lunge. Always can take that modification whenever you need it. Next breath brings you up, full crescent. If you're feeling really wobbly today, step that back foot a little wider. Don't try to be on a tightrope. Breath in. Exhale, cactus and arch. Inhale, tall. Open to two. Always make those little adjustments for your feet. And then gaze is over that front middle finger, or if it's better for your neck, straight ahead. Is that knee going forward? Are you pressing in both feet? Flip the front palm, reverse. Now this side, try to do the same as you did on the first if it's available. Next breath brings us back to warrior two. Heading to side angle, front arm to thigh, back arm to sky. Lift, rotate. You got it. Extended side angle, that top arm to the front of the room, bicep by the ear, but there's still space between the shoulder and the ear, like we talked about in the beginning. One more breath. Circle the arm down, rotate onto the ball of the back foot, step back to plank. Knees lower. Tricep lower, that chest all the way in. Inhale, cobra, right knee. Release. Cobra, left knee. heels, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. Just a variation on our salutation. There's so many of them. Take a nice full breath in. And let it go. Inhale, get ready. Bottom of the exhale, travel forward. Walk, step, float, or fly. Flat back, fold. Rise all the way up. Hands. Throwing a little balance in the mix. So we're going to come into a 90-degree knee. Weight is in the right foot. Begin to lift the left knee as high as you can without holding it. So think about a block or a chair or something under your foot. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist. We're going to slowly lower that lifted leg in front, coming into our cross ankle. I can talk stance. And then slowly pull that arm over, find your side bend. Inhale back up. Keep the legs as you exhale, fold forward. You may need to put a bend in those knees here. Inhale to a flat back. Put a big bend in the knees. The foot that is behind steps back to a runner's lunge. That front foot should still be at a bit of an angle. If it's not, just turn it so you have a little bit of an angle in that front foot. We're going to take this to a lizard. So you're going to bring both hands to the inside of the foot. Release the back knee. You somehow managed to be off your mat and you want to scoot over here. You can stay just like this. Let those hips sink down. If you need to step that front foot a little wider, if your hips or knees need a little more space, you can do that. And then those of you who like to go deeper, feel free to lower down to your forearms, either on the floor or a block. That back foot can be tucked or released, whatever feels better. And then just breathe into that stretch. On your forearms, begin to come back to the hands. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. With or without the help of your hands, parallel that front foot, walk your hands in a little bit if you need to. Beautiful. We're back in runners with the hands on the inside. If you need to, you can step that back foot in a little bit, and then release the heel, setting up your warrior feet. All sorts of new transitions today. Inhale, rise up, full warrior one. Beautiful. Square the hips and shoulders the best you can to the front by adjusting the angle of the back foot. Hands release behind, interlacing once again. Inhale, open that chest. Humble warrior. Hinge from the hip, flat back, come forward, shoulder towards the inside of the knee. Think about that length we talked about in the beginning. Grow forward through the crown of your head, not round over to hit the floor. See if that feels different. We're going to take flight from here. You have two options. Keep the hands interlaced and challenge yourself, or release your fingers to the earth and use them for support. Stay low. Shift the weight into the front foot. Begin to lift the back foot off the earth. If you're interlaced, see if you can keep that length. Keep opening across the collarbones. If fingers are on the earth or the block for support, do it. Take one more breath wherever you are. Little challenge for your core. We're going to rise all the way up to tree. So that back leg is going to come forward. I'd go for a low tree here, but if you want a high tree, go for it. Once you have balance, release the fingers. Slowly sweep the arms up or bring them to heart. You got it. Remember that kickstand is always there. One more breath. With control, release everything down. Tadasana. Remember that Tadasana is active. Palms are turned forward, shoulders are rolled down and back. Firm in both feet, core is engaged. Take a nice full breath in through the nose and sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale. And let it go. Now we've got a match. Bring those hands into heart or at your hips if that helps your balance. We'll start with that 90-degree knee lift. Right. I forgot which way we went. Thank you. Shift the weight and start to lift the knee. Sometimes when I'm mirroring you guys, I forget my rights and my lefts. Keep what you have. Slowly bring the arms up overhead. Grab the wrists. Relax the shoulders. You need to tap, tap. You fall out, come back. It's all good. Find that point that's not moving. Slowly release ankle in front cross. And then side bend. Use that grip to give you a little length, but don't check the shoulders. Keep space. Inhale, top. Release your grip and fold forward. Again, if you need to adjust that foot, put a little bend in those knees. This little version of the stretch is really good. You get to that outer T-band, the outside of the hip and thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Put a bend in those knees. Step the back foot back. Finding that variation on your runners. Still have that angle in the front foot. Bring both hands to the inside of the foot. Finding that lizard pose. Release the back knee. Tuck or untuck the toes as you like. Stay here or lower down to forearms. Forearms begin to come back to your hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Begin to parallel the foot. Adjust your hands and the back foot as you need. And then release the back heel, finding warrior. On the inhale, rise all the way up. Warrior one. Square yourself forward. Relax the shoulders. Next breath, hands release behind, interlace. Inhale, open that chest. Humble warrior on your exhale. Hinge from the hip. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Pull back through the fingers. You feel even pressure in both feet, but be able to wiggle your toes. That's a challenge. Keeping that bind or releasing your fingers to the earth. Begin to shift the weight forward. Press, don't kick. Take flight. If you got good balance today and you find the hips and the chest are still open to the side, see if you can square them down. Challenge yourself. If you're just happy your foot's off the ground, go. Last little challenge. Keep control. You need to tap, tap, and begin to shift your way forward and up. Tree pose. Once you feel set, release the bind if you still have it. Arms sweep up or to heart. One more breath. With control, release everything back. My son loves this pose. He goes, no. Means the hard work's done. Take a nice big breath in. Fold all the way down. Flat back. Plant the hands, step back to plank for the last time. And then softly release your knees to table. Grab a hold of your blocks. We're going to come into a variation on melting heart or puppy pose. If the blocks just isn't working for you, just get them out of the way and do it without them. But so make sure your knees are over your hips. They're going to stay there. You're going to shift your blocks a little bit more forward than you think. You're going to bring your elbows down onto the blocks. We're going to do a little prayer hands behind the head. So let your chest begin to come down. Bend those elbows, bring the hands behind the head. If you need to adjust your blocks, just come up, shift them, and come back down. You may find your forehead rests on the mat. You may find your forehead even with the blocks. This is both a back bend and a heart opening position. If it is for any reason painful, we never want that. Feel free to come to a regular child's pose. There's a quote by Louis L'Amour that says, "There will come a time in life when you think it has finished. But this is actually the beginning." If we believe ourselves to always be the student, to constantly learn new things, even in areas where we feel we're pretty good at, then we will always continue to grow. And I believe that is the key to staying happy. Take one more breath. Release the hands. Slowly make your way back up to your hands and knees. And then just sweep your feet to the side and have a seat. Stretch your legs out nice and long. We're going to take those blocks and come into my favorite forward fold, supported caterpillar. You've done my yin class, you've done this many times. So if you have really tight hamstrings or any hamstrings issues, just make your blocks higher. Now I know a lot of you want to go as far down as fast as you can. I'm going to ask you not to do that today. I want you to really think of the rounding over the thighs today. So sit up nice and tall. Point your toes. Flex your feet, really feel the squeeze. And then soften everything down. That's where we want to stay. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, round over the thighs. Release the hands down. Drop the chin to the chest. And really let the shoulders come forward. And if you feel any strain in the neck, you can always rest your hands on your elbows on your legs, your head on your hands. I can talk. Giving ourselves this support and this roundness, we're targeting into that low back. And for many of us, this is a space that we need to take care of, especially if you're at a desk all day or you drive around a lot. In our full yin class, we would be here a good 3 or 4 minutes. Today, we'll only do a little. Space you're in is working well for you, feel free to stay. If you'd like to go a little deeper into the hamstring, just lift the knees, slide the blocks out, lengthen the legs, and round back. Soften the legs, we're not gripping with the thigh muscles. We're never grabbing with the hands and yanking ourselves anywhere. Gravity is our friend here. Let it do the work. One more breath. Taking your time, begin to roll back up the spine, sitting tall. You're going to bend the knees, place the feet on the earth. If your blocks are still under your knees, just set them to the side. And bring the hands back behind, bring a little reverse feeling. So fingers face the body. Remember, if that's too much on your wrist, you can always angle them out. Roll the shoulders back and down, shining the chest forward. Take that breath in. On your exhale, press into the hands and feet, lift the hips. If you like, you can tuck the chin and softly let the head come back. Remember, control, don't just send it flying back. If, like me, that makes you a little dizzy, just keep the head at neutral. Last full breath. Slowly bring the hips back down. Favorite restorative pose ever. Some of you know what that means. We're going to fish, supported fish. So behind you on your mat, you're gonna make a letter T with your blocks. Remember, you have multiple heights to choose from, so you can choose how deep the back bend is. Then you're gonna have a seat in front. I like to hold on to the long block so it doesn't run away from me. Begin to recline back. Long block aims for between the shoulder blades. So you want to feel as if your chest is just melting over the sides of the block. Second block is your pillow. You might have to move your ponytail. Whatever height feels good. Your choice today. You can have long legs or you can come into butterfly. Arms to the side, palms to the sky. Settling in. Bending the knees or closing the knees, bringing the feet back flat on the earth. Palms down at your sides. If there's any back issues, roll to your side off the blocks and then press up. Otherwise, tuck the chin, press into the palms, and roll your way up. Shift your blocks to the side. Do a little breath work and then we'll roll on down for Shavasana. Hands can rest on the knees. Sit up nice. Let your eyes close or your gaze just go fuzzy. Take a full inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Together, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Out 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full in. Full out. Option today, supported Shavasana. You can place those blocks beneath your feet or beneath your knees at any height you like. And then recline all the way down to your back. Oh, I like to roll down. Beautiful. Extend the arms overhead, point the toes, take a big breath in, lengthen. And as you exhale, soften everything down one last time. Shavasana. Begin to deepen the breath. Little wiggle to fingers and toes. Today, bring those knees into the chest for a little squeeze, maybe a very soft rock. Another roll into your side to press upward, giving yourself a gentle rock. Come up to sit. Hands on knees or hands at heart. One final breath in together. And let it all go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Enjoy the rest of your week. And until next time, namaste.